and welcome to the thorough newspaper analysis for 30th September 2022. So today's editorial article that we have is taken from Indian Express, and it talks about the hot topic out there right now, that is the Supreme Court's ruling on abortion. For the second and the third segment, we have the news update and the legal news, which you know are a part of LawSikho's initiative to keep its readers and students updated with the current affairs that is happening in and around of India. So moving on to today's editorial, the Supreme Court in a significant judgment ruled that it is unconstitutional to distinguish between married and unmarried women for allowing termination of pregnancy on certain exceptional grounds when the fetus is between 20 to 24 weeks. Now, what is the court's decision? Rule 3B of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Rules 2003, as per which only some categories of women are allowed to seek termination of pregnancy between 20 to 24 weeks under certain extraordinary circumstances. The challenge to the provision was made in July by a 25-year-old unmarried woman who moved to the court seeking an abortion after the Delhi High Court declined her plea. She also argued that the continuation of the pregnancy would involve a risk of grave and immense injury to her mental health. The law allowed such change in circumstances only for marital relationships. Now, the Supreme Court, holding that the law had to be given a purposive interpretation, had allowed the petitioner to terminate her pregnancy in an interim order. Now, what does the law on abortion have to say regarding this? Firstly, for pregnancies up to 20 weeks, termination is allowed under the opinion of one registered medical practitioner. For pregnancies between 20 to 24 weeks, the rules attached to the law prescribe additional criteria in terms of who can avail the said termination. It also requires the opinion of two registered medical practitioners in this case. For pregnancies between 20 to 24 weeks, Section 3B of the rules under the MTP Act lists 7 categories of women. Number 1, survivors of sexual assault or rape or incest. Secondly, minors. Thirdly, change of marital status during the ongoing pregnancy, that is widowhood or divorce. Fourth, we have women with physical disabilities. That is a major disability as per criteria laid down under Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. Fifth, we have mentally ill women, including mental retardation. For the sixth ground, we have the fetal malformation that has substantial risk of being incompatible with life, or if the child is born, it may suffer from such physical and mental abnormalities to be seriously handicapped. And seventh and the last ground is women with pregnancy in humanitarian settings or disaster or emergency situations as may be declared by the government. So what is the court's interpretation of these grounds? Now, the court stated that the whole Rule 3BC cannot be read in isolation but has to be read together with other subclauses under 3B. When other subclauses do not distinguish between married or unmarried women, for example, survivors of sexual assaults, minors, etc., only 3BC cannot exclude unmarried women, the court held. And what is the effect of this judgment? If we were to discuss on that, the court's purposive interpretation states that the common thread in Rule 3B is a change in a woman's material circumstance. While the ruling recognizes the right of an unmarried woman, it leaves the enforcement of the right to be decided on a case-to-case basis. With this, we move on to the news updates. First, Airtel Payments Bank introduces micro ATMs. Airtel Payments Bank launched micro ATMs, a step towards better facilitating convenient cash withdrawals for debit card users residing beyond the metro and tier 1 cities in India. To facilitate these micro ATM transactions, Airtel Payments Bank is now integrated with the National Payments Corporation of India, that is NPCI's National Financial Switch or NFS. Secondly, we have a proud moment for India. FIFA honors Sunil Chhetri. Now, the Indian football legend Sunil Chhetri's legendary career has got a new level of recognition in the form of a series named Captain Fantastic, which will showcase his story in a span of 3 episodes. FIFA, the governing body of the sport, announced on that a series about the career and life of Sunil Chhetri is to be available on FIFA Plus, its streaming platform. Now, you may wonder why this sudden recognition. So, if we were to make a tally of the footballers who have scored the most number of goals for their country, the first position goes to CR7 or Cristiano Ronaldo. The second position goes to Lionel Messi, and the third position is taken up by the Indian captain Sunil Chhetri. For the third news item today, we have Cochin International Airport awarded ASQ Award for Mission Safeguard. Now, the Cochin International Airport Limited has been awarded the Airport Service Quality Award 2022 by the Airport Council International. The award is considered to be the highest honor in the global aviation sector. CIAL received the award in the 515 million passenger category of airports operating in the Asia Pacific region. The award is for its implementation of the mission safeguarding program, which ensured seamless traffic and reinforced passenger satisfaction in the aftermath of the pandemic. Fourth, we have International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste will be observed on September was observed on September 29. This day assumes huge importance due to the rising food insecurity across the globe. Due to various reasons, domestic food price inflation remains high in several prominent countries. Moreover, the lingering impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic have exponentially increased food insecurity in the most vulnerable regions of the world. And even if we are not talking of a vulnerable country, if we are talking of one of the most developed countries out there, it is shocking to know that USA or the United States of America wastes one fourth of the food that they produce every day. With this, we move on to the legal updates. First, Speaker can't deny pension and other benefits to MLAs while disqualifying them under the 10th schedule. Now, the Supreme Court, in the case of Gyanendra Kumar Singh and others versus Bihar Legislative Assembly Patna and others, held that under the 10th schedule of the Constitution, the Speaker of a Legislative Assembly does not have power to deny pension and other benefits available to a former MLA while deciding on a disqualification tabled against him. So this was all for today. For free study materials and TNA PDF slides, please join our Telegram channel, the link of which you can find in the description given below, or you can always scan the barcode that's given on your screen. For any further information, please feel free to visit www.lawsikho.com. Thank you.